It's my hope that this video will going to find you in a good health. Personally, I'm okay. Today, we will going to discuss the top mistakes the applicant make during the DV lottery application. If you are applying the DV lottery 2023 October, God willingly, the most important or the crucial things we always emphasize is it's a voter. Why? Whether you are the main applicant or derivative, you must have a good quality of photo. Because many applicants, I can say even the majority of the applicant, they will going to be disqualified or eliminated, or the application will going to be discarded before even reaching the selection process. Because of not meeting the DV lottery photo requirement standard or standard. For example, you take a photo from the cyber cave or using your phone, and then instead of checking into details whether you meet the requirement, you start uploading the photo in the application in October and hoping that in May you're going to be selected or you will be the winner of DV lottery. My friend, your application will going to be eliminated or discarded and put into dustbin. You know, in DV lottery, this is how it works. In every October, in every year, for example, this we are 2023, this October coming, the DV lottery will going to be opened. In March the next year, 2024, will be selection, and then in May, the lottery DV lottery result or the green card will going to be out. You know, in March, in every year, the selection process of the DV lottery winners began. You know what they do, the US government? All the applications in the sixth continent, I hope it's a sixth continent, they will going to be put into one pool. You know, there's what's called separating the wheat from the chaff, or removing the grain from the wheat. You know, our mothers, when they're separating the wheat from the chaff, they always use hands. But in USA, they're using the machine. You know, when they put all the application, they start separating those that does not meet the DV lottery photo requirement. You know, there's no any other requirement are looking during the selection process in DV lottery in US in the green cards. Those that are unwanted, even a graduate, they say it's weeds, they're unwanted, will going to be discarded into the dustbin. Now, those who has been selected, selected will going to go to the next pool, and then selection process started. Now, many applicants do not pay attention when it comes to DV lottery photo requirement. They start uploading the DV lottery photo and hoping they will win. I know DV lottery is a luck, but you should always take care, precautions, that your photo meet the DV lottery photo requirement. Well, in US government, When it comes to green card, they always take seriously the DV lottery photo requirement. They always want a 100% error-free. If your application, if your photo have an error or even the slightest mistakes, your application will going to be nullified. If you're uploading, when you're uploading your photo into the DV lottery, you must make sure that it has met all the requirements. Today, I will going to tell you, before we go to that, my name is Mahmoud Saw Mohammed. Kindly subscribe, share, like. You should also not forget to hit the notification button. If you are new to this channel, I don't know why you are waiting. Kindly subscribe and also hit the notification. And this is the land of opportunity. I will always make more video about the DV lottery. Without further ado, let's go to the topic. The most mistakes the applicant make is 1. Always your photo must have a white background. That one is non-negotiable. There's no negotiation, my friend. It must have a white background. Why? Because in USA, their passport and visas always have a white background because the form or the application you're uploading is a US government, and therefore you must comply their rules and regulations. If you put your background, in a blue, some countries have a blue background, like the Arab countries, like the Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, the Qatars, I hope so, even Qatars, the Irans have a blue, even some Arab countries have a blue background, like Bahrain, Iraq, Iran, Qatar, and I hope so United Arab Emirates. If you put a blue background, your application will not be won't be rejected. Even some countries have a red background when it comes to passport. But if you bring the requirement of your country and start applying the DV lottery with a blue background or a red background, your application will going to be rejected. Second, wearing spec like this one is no longer allowed. Prior 2016, wearing specs were allowed, but from 2016 it's no longer allowed because in USA regulations they always changes, and therefore they have changes that specs are no longer allowed. If you wear a specs, I'm fearing that your application will going to be rejected. Thirdly, wearing of uniform. The regulation is very clear. You should not wear a uniform. You pretend that you are a doctor and wearing a white cloth, a white garment, and hoping that the US government will going to see that you're going to be selected, or even a lawyer, or even a soldier wearing the soldier uniform that US government will going to select you. Here, nobody wanted whatever you are, whatever rank you are. If you are high, if you are low, leave that thing to your respective country or home. This is a US government. Everyone is equal. You should not wear a uniform. When you apply, if you wear a uniform, that you doctors or lawyers, your application will go into rejected. But there's exceptional cases you can wear and your application will be accepted. like our colleagues, like the nun, like Christian, like the colleague, the Catholic, like the nun and sisters always wear uniforms. Wear their uniforms, which everybody can recognize because they always wear every day. Therefore, it's a exception. You can wear even hijabs because a religion attire. If a woman, it's allowed, provided it's visible. Your face can be seen, but I know your ears cannot be seen, but your face must be seen. The fourth things is uploading a photo that is out of focus or blur. You know, when you're uploading a photo, it must be visible. It must be seen clearly. But if you upload a photo that cannot be seen clearly and it's not shining, your application will going to be rejected. The other one is uploading a photo that has a shadow in your back. If you have a shadow, my friend, you should make sure that you take a photo that is clear and have no shadow, because the regulation is very clear. Shadow is not allowed. You should always make sure that when you're going to the cyber cafe or you're taking the photo through your mobile phone, you make sure that in back it must have no shadow. It must be clear. It only have a white background. The other thing is the photo must be, the applicant must face direct into the camera. You should not face this side when you're taking photo, or you're facing this side, or you're facing up as if you're praying, or you're facing down. It's no longer allowed. The way I'm looking now, the camera, you should always face direct to the camera. The other thing is your photo must have a resolution of 600 by 600 pixel. It always needed 600 by 600 pixel. You know, there's a website. It's called green card lottery.photo. This will help you to see whether it meets that resolution of 600 by 600 pixel. The other thing is your photo must have less than 240 kilobyte. In terms of weight, not size. You know, it is a digital. It makes sure that it must be less than 240 kilobyte. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 100, it can be 120, but it should not be more than 240. Even that is the only things. When you're uploading the application, it will say it's more than 240. But others, whether it has shadows, whether it has specs, it will only accept it. But this one, 240, it will not accept it. The other thing is the photo must be JPG. You should not upload through through PDF or what. It will not be allowed.